Hi, Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine, team hitting specialist, lead columnist for the magazine. And, here at Moneyball Hitter Magazine, we have simplified hitting. And, this is why we're a team hitting specialist. We go in and we help resurrect teams that can't hit. And usually what we do is we know the methods that this specific team has maybe been taught. Maybe they haven't been taught anything at all, but usually they've been taught something that is sprinkled down from the major leagues. And we have proven, hopefully, at this magazine that the major league hitting coaches do not know what they're doing whatsoever. And they don't know what they're doing so much that sometimes they don't even teach at all, or sometimes they overteach. Either way, the teams aren't getting any better. Hitting's been at its worst since 1972. So we help undo and unravel a lot of what these hitters have been taught at the college, high school, travel league level. And then we implement our methods and we resurrect teams and we get their team batting averages and slugging percentages significantly higher. And our goal is 50 points higher within the first season that we train. And some of the teams, train us in mid-season. We go in and we are the quick fix guys because we know how to, like we said, unravel some bad habits that they learn and some other training that they got, and then we implement our new revolutionary technologies that we have. Really, they're just simple methods, okay? And today I want to talk about keeping hitting simple, okay? So anything that you learn that's too complicated isn't the best thing to learn. So keeping things simple is the way to go. And one of the reasons why hitting is going down at all levels is because there's all this video analysis, side-by-side analysis, breaking down the mechanics on video, uh, too many steps to teach a swing type of thing, um, videotaping the opposing pitchers, um, recording counts, how you should swing on one count, what you should be thinking about from count to count. Just way too much information. Two-strike hitting, push swings, situational hitting. It's way too much information. And I just have to tell you that when we go in and we train teams, we do not have a two-strike swing approach. We don't talk about situational hitting. We don't talk about counts. We don't talk about keeping your head down on the ball or anything like that. Okay? We have simple methods and training drills to get the batting average and slugging percentages up. We keep it very simple. There was a team out, it's called Oakton College in Des Plaines. I trained them twice. One year they hit 353, they were seventh in the country. And the next year they hit 380, they were third in the country. Okay? And by and large, it was an average hitting team. Oakton's never really been a powerhouse. Okay? But when you hit 350 or 380, you are a powerhouse. Okay? And that's what we do when we go in and train these teams and stuff. But this Oakton team, I only trained twice a week. The 380 team, I only trained them twice a week for 3 weeks. Okay? So they had maybe 5 to 10 hitting sessions with me. And then I wasn't there for the rest of the year. They were all locked in throughout the whole season. Okay? These hitters thought on themselves. They learned the techniques. We grounded into them pretty good. In 2 or 3 weeks, we grounded into them pretty good. And then they really didn't have a hitting coach. They had somebody to throw to them. That's about it. Okay? They were locked and ready to go. So how can a team hit 380, 353? Another college team hit 340. Okay? When they really don't have a hitting coach. Because you don't need one. Okay? You really don't need one if you learn the right things. Okay? All you need is the right methods and a clear mind and go out and have fun. It's as simple as that. Right methods, clear mind, go out and have fun. Now, if you have a hitting coach that can help clear your mind and keep you positive, even though if they don't know the right hitting mechanics, that's great. But you got to know the right hitting mechanics too at the same time. And I don't even know if mechanics is a good term to call it because that sounds robotic to me. Doesn't it to you? Okay? We get the hitter hitting fluidly within their swing, basically. There's a few absolutes that we use that, quite frankly, nobody else knows out there. And quite frankly, I don't give them out here. I don't give those secrets out here in Moneyball Hitter magazine. We have a product listing. If you look around the magazine, you can buy our products. There we have the secrets. There we have the secrets. But I'm telling you, but this is what I do for a living, okay? Which goes to show that all these hitting coaches, hitting with their, working with their hitters day in and day out, and go through the grind and everything like that. It's too much, especially if you don't have the right information and you're practicing at the wrong things. Most hitters, if you know this, hit at least 50 points below their potential. Most teams hit at least 50 points below their potential. How do I know this? Because we raised their team batting average and slugging percentage by at least 50 points on most occasions. All right? Sometimes we raise it 30, sometimes we raise it 50, sometimes we raise it 90. That's the average is 50. Our average team batting average that we've worked with over 100 teams is 333. That's travel teams, high school teams, college teams mostly. Okay? The higher we go, the easier it becomes because those players want it more and they're more athletic. All right? The travel teams take a little bit more training sometimes. Okay, depending on the travel team. Okay? So, simplifying hitting, keeping it simple, finding the right methods. Okay? When they're hitting coaches, you can sit back and just relax and fold your arms and joke around with the players and have fun, which is what I've done for most of my life. Ever since I found the secrets. Before, when I found the secrets, I was a wreck. I was stressed. I was nervous. Why aren't my players hitting? A lot of pressure on you from the team. Okay? Guys not wanting to talk to you because they're not hitting. Right? But when I found the formula, the Moneyball hitting formula, all the stress went away. Okay? You simplify hitting for people, that's what happens. So if you are working so hard as a hitting coach, or your hitting coach is working, you're at a college right now, maybe a Big Ten college or something like that, and you're seeing all this video and all this analysis and all these reports that come out, and blah, 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 and they talk about pitch count, and it's two-strike hitting, and situational hitting, and it's all just a bunch of blah, 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 and your team never hits any better. Go ahead and just look at your stats, okay? And then compare them to all the rest of the other teams in your conference. And then in the nation, you're probably below average, if not average. You're talking about all that crap, okay? And then a guy like myself who has just a simple training formula, trains hitters twice a week, and then hitters can freely hit to their potential, sometimes without me even being there. What does that say? Okay? This is not me bragging about a formula or anything like that, but what does that say about hitting if we can go and do that? What's it say? There's too much information out there. There's too much misinformation out there. Hitting is like a Rubik's Cube. If you miss the formula, you're hurting the players. Okay? You might get one thing right and one thing wrong. You're still hurting the players. Two things right, two things wrong. You're still hurting the players. You might get one thing right, nothing wrong. Maybe you get a little bit better, what, 2 to 5 points better? Big deal. All right? Keep it simple. Keep your minds clear. Find the formula. You got to hit for power, you got to hit for average. It's as simple as that. Unless you're a slap hitting lefty hitter. If you're not, you've got to learn how to hit for power. I'm not talking home run power. Okay, for the big guys, they should be. But at least doubles. 30% of your hits should be doubles. 30% of your hits should be doubles. Okay? Doubles, triples, or home runs. 30% of your hits. If they're not, you lack knowledge. All right? If they're not, you lack knowledge. If you were born to be a 250 hitter, you could be a 300 hitter. If you were born to be a 300 hitter, your potential is 350. Okay? The baseball gods give you that chance. Because your potential is way more higher than you think. And the problem out there is, with coaches and hitting coaches and stuff, that they can't, since they don't have the formula, they can't see the potential. So they think everybody is just average. Because most hitters are just average hitters. So most hitting coaches think you're just average. They can't see your potential at all. All right? So if they can't see it, they're not going to be able to teach you anything that's going to get you there. All right? Moneyball Hitter magazine, what this magazine's all about, we believe in your potential as a coach, as a hitter. We believe your potential is higher than you even know it is. And you just have to tap into the right types of formulas. And keep it simple so you could allow yourself to think clearly and think for yourself and use your own creative energies. Does that make sense? I think it does. So I'm done here. How about that? Okay, we got a short one today, only 12 minutes. All right. So Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine. Click the like button if you like this video. Head to our product lines if you want to learn the formula. And we'll talk to you next time.